Welcome to this video, part of career development series. In this video, I talk about the post-interview strategies. Welcome to this video. Hi, I'm Srinivas TR. Help mid-career engineers to bag target job, steep salary hikes, job promotions using the proven pie model. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do click on to the button. Thank you. So now I open the mind map. So interview is all about what is it for me and what is it for them. You are looking for an opportunity. They are also looking for candidate like you. And so what are the strategies that will help you to win? And most people think that the event, that is interview, is where the decisions are made. But for mid-career and beyond, late mid-career and executive roles, so it is all about the decisions are made post the interview, and hence, so what are your strategies to even come back? Come back. So now I open a mind map, and this is the model that I follow in my coaching systems, and it is all about peak performance, magnetic personality, and get the right exposure. And three stages of interview: pre-interview, the interview itself, and the post interview. Most people neglect the pre and the post. And the post interview is where the decisions are made, especially for mid career and beyond. The first is a thank you mail, but most people send only a generic mail, and that should be sent 6 to 12 hours on the day of the interview itself. And so summarize a bit, not just simply a thank you mail, but summarize how fit you are for that role, for that organization, and the impact, the business values, etc. Reinforce. So that whole journey is all about the recall value. And so there may be some open points, there may be some objections, etc. So this is the best time, best period to clarify the objections and the missed points that were there in the interview. So thank you mail is not just merely a thank you mail, but so plug in the various gaps and send a clarification mail also. So it can be spread over 2 to 15 days. So what all can you send? What all can you send in this clarification mail? And based upon the nature of your role, etc., it can extend to even a month also. So what all the clarification mail, the objective of the clarification mail should be? So to reinforce your leadership and your ownership for that role, and the clear crystal communication. So the whatever the emails or the various conversations that you have, so should communicate the value add. Each and every conversation should value, so that its whole journey is about raising your thermostat, raising, and so that you rise above the competition, and then the recall value will be higher, so that you get shortlisted. So what all can you cover? So so based upon the interview, based upon the research that you have done, so what are the problems that you have solved that is relevant to that organization? And also you can also talk about the possible solution. Maybe you have talked a bit and piece during that short interview. So now this is a time to you can elaborate. And so for them to make it relatable, so touch upon similar achievements, so for their problems. And you can send some of the various things that will help them, so that so whatever you have worked on, whether it's on automations, whether it's presentations, or some of the dashboards that help you to stand tall amongst all, so on the projects that you have worked on, and maybe you're working on today, so that should be relevant to them. So maybe use this, and over a period of 15 or 30 days, so that you send in regular intervals, so keep in touch. And also, if there were some points that in the interview that you have talked, I'm working on that some project, etc., and now if the project has reached some certain milestone, now it's the best time to tell that you have yes achieved. So you can recollect that this is a point, that is a project that I talked during my interview, now it has reached this stage. So they will be able to even, so his whole journey is all about whether you are trustworthy, and your achievements should be relatable. And now the next is a social proof. Fine. So you have earlier mentioned so many things, but so they still have some objections. So will he fit for our role, for our organization? Will he able to handle the bigger challenges? That is what they have in the mind, and hence, so it's the right time. Also, you can share your LinkedIn recommendations and manager testimonials or customer testimonials or some other people who are seniors who have based upon the project that you have worked on and the results that you have got. And if you have got some awards, so that you can relate to that organization for that role, and the certificate, so that you are skilling up the right direction. It is not just any certificate, but these are the ones that help you, that you are coachable. and and also, so at the offer, so you have talked about other offers, so other offers in the pipeline, and this is the right time. So in your interview, you talked about, so you have attended the interview, etc., and likely to be called for the next level. So now we can tell some whole journey is make them feel urgency, so that, so we should not leave him. We should not leave him. That's the one that, because there's a tendency of them to drag on the interview process. But how can you make the urgency, telling that yes, you have proceeded on the next level of interview in other organization and likely to receive offer. So that will make so that will compel them for their next actions. And the most important thing is towards handling objections. There may be different kinds of objections. Some may be even not known to you. Some may be even not known to you. But whatever it is known to you, handle it. So whether it could be even a salary objection, whether it is a notice period objection and a missing link. So in your interview, so there may be some missing links, and this is the best time to handle that missing link. So handle the objections and various kinds of objections. This is where then whatever the gap is there, and then this is the time to address the gap. And this is a time for research. Most people again miss on this. This is the best time after you attended the interview. Now, this is the best time to do deep research, not just earlier maybe you have done research, but now this is a time. So I will add a word deep. So the deep research on the organization, their people, their salaries, etc., their culture, so their products, their processes, etc. This is the right time to deep research, and also even network. So network with the people who are working in the organization, etc., and also about their various uh, uh, progress that they are doing, for which and they would like to hire you. And now I would like to share a 5 step rebound, a rebound, so that you bounce back, so that you get the job offer. Ultimately you have to get the job offer. So let me, so reflect what went well, what could have been done better, and what to avoid. So reflect and evaluate. So do your own evaluation score on a 1 to 5. So what do you rate yourself? And try to get feedback also. Try to get feedback, so about that. So when you start the conversation with them, then they will be able to give a right feedback. And bridge, so different kinds of objections, gaps are there, and hence this is the right time to bridge the gap. So when you take the feedback, etc., then this is a time to bridge the gap. And so do not stop on the outreach. So network is your net worth. So with the persons who are working the organizations, who have already worked, the alumni, etc., so reach out and know about more about that, and upgrade yourselves. So if you are still not getting the going to the next level, the job offer, etc., then there is a gap. So there are different kinds of gaps: the technical gap, the leadership gap, behavioral gap, market gap, etc., exposure gap. So different kinds of gaps that my mentees learn in my 6 mission hackathon, the steep hackathon. So upgrade yourself, because what skills brought you here will no longer take you there. If you are dependent upon the old skills that has made you land in this present role, but my dear friend, things have changed, and hence, so upgrade yourself, upskill yourself, skill up to step up, and so bridge the gap. So nurture. Yeah. So continue the knowledge, various kinds of nurture, your connections, etc. The people who are you are already connected, and so nurture them with various or achievements, etc. So build the rapport, so that so you'll be always in their mind, and hence be chosen for the next level of the interviews. So always nurture, not just the HR, but including the hiring managers, various kinds of nurture you. So you are with your network, with your achievements or your contributions, and hence, and do not give up. So do not give up. Yes, there is always another organization, there is always another level of the interview, there is always another negotiation that is lined up. Hence, do not give up, thinking that yes, you have done extremely well, in the end you are bound to get the offer. Fine, so that's okay, fine, but do not give up. And even if you have missed this opportunity, do not give up, there is another opportunity, and hence, so there is always, you can rebound. So hope you have liked this video, and so do click on the like button and share it to someone who is struggling to clear the interviews. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do click on to subscribe button. I am Srinivas TR, help mid career engineers. Bag target job steep salary hikes, job promotions, elevations using the pi model of peak performance, your magnetic personality, and get the right exposure. And in this era, leverage AI. So I conduct steep salary hike masterclass. I welcome you to the steep salary hike masterclass. You can also book a one-to-one career clarity discovery call. Get direction with speed. I will see you soon live